What up, players? First and foremost, I want to welcome you and thank you for any and everybody who's taking the time out of their day to watch this video. My name is John Connor, and this video is basically an introduction to me and my channel. I say if you've never been here before, but nobody has because this is the first. I want to make sure that I acknowledge anybody who is watching this because I understand how hard it is to start a channel. I understand how finicky we can be as viewers as to what we want to see and what we don't want to see. And so I'm going to be working on that, and then hopefully you'll stick around and help me build this channel into what we all would like it to be. A little about me. I'm 40-year-old. Technically, you would consider me an unk to some people. I am not a YN. I don't usually use that term, but I mean, the way that things have been going lately as far as music and society, everyone's being categorized. So yes, I'm an unk. I'm bald. My hair is gone. But also, I think because of where I'm from and who I am and my age, I can bring a unique perspective. You know, I grew up in Southern California. I'm still here. I have vivid memories of the LA riots, the O.J. Simpson saga, whatever part you may be familiar with or not. I have a lot of connections to that situation that I'll probably get into in another video. Also, my interests. I'm a big art lover, connoisseur. Going to museums was one of the things that my mom introduced me to at a young age, and I developed a love for art. And that love blossomed into an appreciation for a lot of things that are art, but not art on the surface, if that makes sense. My love of art got me into sneakers at an early age. I remember being in MySpace sneaker communities. If you're old enough to remember MySpace and you're old enough to remember the sneaker communities and all that other whatever the fuck was going on those back then, I was there. Like I said, I was there during the riots. I was there during a lot of shit that was going on in the 90s in Southern California. I'm an 80s baby, 90s kid, grown-ass man. My love of art basically shaped my interests as far as sneakers, movies, and music. My parents are not from this country. I'm first generation Jamaican American, and my parents are super religious. So, you know, me finding music, that was all me. That was me, you know, being a product of my environment. Tupac, Westside Connection. To be honest, Mac 10, based on a true story, was the first album I ever bought in my life. I'm gonna get into Mac 10 later on down the line. Nobody's talking about Mac 10, so I'll talk about Mac 10. But yeah, music and art, those are basically my main motivations for getting on YouTube and sharing my perspectives. But like I said, I love movies. I went to film school for a little bit, drop out, no Kanye. I did not finish, but it's something that, like I said, has shaped my interests and the things that I pursue and I look forward to in my life. As far as YouTube goes, I have not a love-hate relationship with YouTube because I am fully invested in YouTube now, but full disclosure, there was a time in my life where I despised YouTube. Just referencing, you know, the film school stuff, the love of media, movies, and television. That appreciation for those things made it hard for me to appreciate YouTube because I saw YouTube as an instructional video site. Like YouTube was somewhere I went when I felt like I wanted to or I needed to, you know, build something or fix something or remedy something. YouTube was never the place that I came to for entertainment. That was always my apps, that was always my movies, that was always my Blu-rays and my video games and things like that. I have a background, or I'm just familiar with from how my parents raised me with talk radio. So talking and getting your opinion off is not something new to me. But I always looked at it as radio business, talk radio, AM business. And I didn't really consider YouTube as an outlet. Even though it's always been, I never personally considered YouTube as an outlet for my opinions until last year. That was during the Kendrick and Drake beef. That beef was pretty much the impetus for me waking up and opening YouTube every day, which was something I never did before last summer. Like YouTube, like I said, was a place to get knowledge, but it wasn't a place to, find entertainment, find commentary. It just wasn't what I was here for. But after the beef, YouTube became my number one source for entertainment in that moment. I'm a sports guy. That's something I didn't mention earlier, but I love sports. I'm going to be covering sports on this channel as well. But sports will always be number one. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I was always against, going to YouTube for entertainment. Like the Lakers and the Dodgers ain't on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like the movies that I wanted to watch or these television shows, they weren't on YouTube. Or if they were bootleg. I remember watching Megaforce in like 8 parts on YouTube years ago. And I was not going to do that again. And that's probably one of the defining reasons why I looked at YouTube the way I did until up to last year. And it also opened me up to other creators who weren't covering the beef. Me just being on YouTube and following creators who were making sure they were tapping in with, Euphoria and push-ups and all that other stuff. They were the reason why I opened YouTube. But there were other creators who filled voids that I didn't even know were there. A couple creators that influenced me to get this channel started are Screwface Jean. Now, like when I would log on to YouTube to see, what's going on with this beef, Screwface was one of the first and main creators that I looked for. So I want to shout out him. Hip hop is a sport. I found myself jumping in his comment section a lot to the point where it was like, I should just start this channel. He himself just doing his thing, that's an inspiration to me. The Company Man, Justin Hunt. I'm taking a lot from all these creators, just the way they approach their channels, and which was one of the things that I kind of sat on my hands about, because I wasn't sure how I wanted to attack this, and I'm still not sure. One thing I do know is that I want to create a space where you want to see what I have to say, and I understand that I have to sell myself. So I'm taking notes from these creators. And like I said, Justin Hunt, The Company Man, Screwface Jean, Curtis King, Charles Brown. To be honest, Charles Brown is my favorite creator on YouTube right now. He spits that real shit. He's almost like my spirit animal, to the point where I had to get on here. I feel like I have these takes. I feel like I have not the charisma, but I've got the opinions. And I got a big enough mouth, to, feel confident to get on here and talk my shit. I want to shout out all of those creators. Oh, and I want to shout out another creator, DJ Ghost. DJ Ghost was that first person that I paid attention to. It had nothing to do with this beef, that basically said, just start a channel. Don't even tell anyone. Start 2 channels and just start making videos and uploading. In this journey right now, this is me doing that. Not many people that I interact with in my personal life know that I'm doing this. And I'm okay with that, because I'm here for y'all. I'm here for the engagement from everybody who wants to be here. With that being said, I want to say thank you to those creators, because you guys have been big inspirations to me. Now, as far as the channel, I got lots of ideas, but in reality, I'm creating content for you guys. So if there's anything that you feel like you want to hear me speak on, jump in my comments, let me know. Or better yet, send an email, johnconnorforever@gmail.com. Just get in the comments, get in the emails, let me know what's good. Just tap in with me. I plan on being here every day, if not every week, and I'm doing it for y'all. I'm getting my shit off, but I want to make sure that I create conversations where we have discussions. Because to be honest, this is going to be a discussion area. I don't want to just give my opinion and keep it moving. Like, I'm here to hear what you guys have to say, because I understand how it is when you have an opinion and your favorite creator has a large following. You know, you get your little comment in here and there, but do you feel seen? Do you feel heard? This is a brand new channel. This is grassroots. So you will be heard. You will be seen. Just join me. You know what I'm saying? I want to build the channel up, and I plan on doing that by giveaways and milestone promotions. We hit 100 subscribers. We hit, 1,000 subscribers, hit 1 million. Like, because I don't plan on being here alone. So I want to make sure, like I said, everybody's represented. Everybody feels seen. When you jump in the comments, when we have these discussions, everybody is welcome. I don't care if you agree with me. It's just show your work. I don't give a fuck about your positions. The discussion and the debate is in how we get to those. And because of that, I'm not going to knock anybody's position as long as they can articulate with some sense, like, bro, this is how I see it, and this is why. We might not have to agree, but as long as I can see your work and you can explain and I can do it, I'm going to do the same. And if I don't show my work, or if I don't back up my positions, I expect y'all to get in the comments and get on me. I don't expect a free ride here. No bail for me. Like, yo, hold me accountable. You know what I mean? Because that's what we're going to be doing for everybody else. But for the most part, I want to say thank you again to everybody who sat through this. I don't know, by the time I cut this down, I don't know how long this video is going to be. But till the next video, holla at me. And just get in the comments, give me a hello or what's up. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you're interested in. If anything I said resonates with you and we might be on the same page, just throw something in there to get that conversation started. Anyway, appreciate the time, appreciate the love. Tap in. Fuck, I do that. LL Cool J. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. I'll get this shit together. I promise. All right, one.